I'm back. Rhodes for the Matrixx and Rhodes show. Let's talk about the TUBI app. And you may be like, wait, what? Who? Yeah, the TUBI app. If you got like a Roku or a Fire Stick or one of these things like this, most of these TVs now are smart TVs and they've got a lot of different apps on them. One of the apps you may see is the TUBI app. All right. And what that is, and long ago it started out as like strictly, it's got a couple of movies on there. It's got some TV series on there. But now, I mean, it's grown in. I've got this up on my laptop right now, but it's grown into something much bigger. Now there's actual like live TV channels on there, yada, yada, yada. You might be like, why are you making a video on it? Because of this. Last night, of course, was the Super Bowl. And I saw this. As I was watching the game, I was like, I watched the ad and was like, oh, shit. There's people reaching for their remotes right now, freaking out somewhere. This is the commercial.
Super Bowl 57
right
so
here.
Far, Greg, the game going like you expected?
Yeah, and so far, these teams, they've really...
Okay, so in case you didn't get that, that is the actual two guys, Greg Olsen and Kevin Burkhardt, that called the game. And it looks like you're watching the Super Bowl, and then it looks like somebody grabs your television remote and literally clicks through the channels, goes to the TUBI app, selects it right down here at the bottom. You see that right there. See? There they are. There's your channels. And it looks like somebody goes down there, clicks on the app, and it looks like the app loads up, okay? Literally loads up on your television screen while you are watching what you thought was the Super Bowl. In other words, the commercial was literally like you picked up your remote and turned it over to TUBI during the commercial, all right? And when in fact, no, you were still on the Super Bowl. You never left. But that's what the commercial was made you to think, that you had literally changed the channel or somebody set on a remote or whatever. So, as you can imagine, there was some outrage over this because evidently TVs across America had families watching the Super Bowl who all freaked out because they thought their television just got switched off of the Super Bowl during the game when the game was tight, and it was a good game. They thought, holy shit, somebody just set on the remote. I kid you not. People almost lost their ever-loving minds. Some people said, almost had a heart attack. The TUBI streaming service commercial during the 2023 Super Bowl on Sunday caused quite a stir among sports fans when the service debuted an ad that is titled Interface Interruption. Viewers thought they were missing out on the much-anticipated football game. A New York Post reported Monday. The advertisement opens with Fox Sports announcers Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olsen talking about how the game was going, but then cuts to the TUBI menu. It appears someone is using the remote to click through the videos looking for something else to watch. The viewer eventually lands on the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith and presses play. However, this is where the commercial ends. In its YouTube video description, TUBI explained, no, you didn't sit on your remote, but on Super Bowl Sunday, we fooled audiences into thinking they did. Discover all the content and more on TUBI. Following the ad, fans were not sure what to think and understandably worried they missed watching the Chiefs beat the Eagles. TUBI's YouTube followers were quick to relay what happened when the ad popped up on their screen. Quote, my whole family broke out blaming each other for sitting on the remote. My dad said my brother was, but really, it was the ad. Oh, in other words, he accused his brother of sitting on the remote. My dad also very clearly holding the remote. We all said that we hated TUBI after seeing this ad. I'm dying of laughter inside, one person wrote. Quote, I almost had a heart attack looking for my remote, someone else commented. While another user said, the commercial interruption heard around the world. Yet another person recalled, we all freaked out, especially since this happened right near the end with the score being neck and neck. My dad shouted at the top of his lungs at my 3-year-old niece because he thought she had the remote. Greg Hahn, who is the co-founder of the advertisement agency that produced the commercial, noted that Tubi's team came to the agency with the idea to reveal Tubi to the world. Personality first, not title first. These spots reveal a personality we've had fun creating over the past few months. Quirky, playful, and a bit unexpected. Tubi is poised to be a troublemaker of the streaming world, he said. And the thing about it is, you know what's odd? And yeah, I know what Tubi is. I mean, I've had a Roku for a decade, okay? On various TVs. All my TVs have got Rokus. One's got a Fire Stick. Tubi is on all of them, all right? I've had it forever. There's some pretty good content that's free on there. It's free content. Now they have a whole section of like live streaming channels on there. Kind of in the same way that Pluto, if you've got the Pluto app, it's all live streaming TVs with also like an archive of movies and television shows, right? This Tubi is essentially like if Netflix is Target, then Tubi is like Family Dollar or the dollar store of streaming content app services, all right? But I thought most people by now, if you had a streaming app, probably knew what Tubi was. But I was watching it during the commercial, and I smiled, and I told my wife, Melissa, I looked over at her, and I said, millions of people just freaked out because they thought their channel got changed. I said, I knew it was a commercial. I could tell. But I said, I guarantee you there are people all across this country that are cussing everybody out in the room. And now we're finding out, and that's why I'm shooting this video, I was right. There were people all across the country freaking the hell out because they thought their TV left the Super Bowl and went over to the Tubi app. Guess what? People know who Tubi is now. That's pretty damn effective. My hat's off to them. And I'm down. And look, Tubi has been around. I mean, they're just now spending the money on a Super Bowl commercial, and they're saying we're revealing our service to the world. And Tubi has been around for like, it seems like 10 years. So I guess they finally got enough backing and made enough money that they could do something, take a big swing, like run a Super Bowl ad, which we know cost all the money. Tell me what you think. If you watched this, if you saw this live, a lot of people watched the Super Bowl. Did you go, shit, turn it back, Martha? Peace. I'm out. Why did you say that name? Till next time.